Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome again to my YouTube channel, Eric Broadus YouTube. I say again, welcome to my YouTube channel, Eric Broadus YouTube channel. And what is the thought for the day or today's topic? Today I briefly just want to touch on something that it happens often in military careers, and I mean really any career for any elongated period of time, it can happen. And I want to talk about getting over the hump in the military, or the stagnation. And normally this period can occur either at the 8 or a 10-year mark. There's a saying that's always that goes around the military, that once you reach 8, you might as well do 10, and then once you reach 10, you might as well do 20. And I can speak for myself. There was a period in my career when I had reached 8 years, and I was just kind of a little bit, maybe battle worn, or maybe not so enthusiastic at the time in my military career. You just kind of sometimes feel like you run kind of dry, or feel like the tank gets empty. And I had felt at the time that maybe I should get out, but I had invested too much time, and obviously everybody makes different decisions, about their life and their careers, and I was at 8. I think I was at 8 years in a couple of months or something like that, and I was getting close to the 10-year mark. And I talked to some of my buddies in the military, even my dad, and I've had seriously considered, getting out, going to the civilian life. And it's not necessarily the easiest decision, to make when you've been in uniform, or when you've been in any institution or career for a lengthy period of time, and it comes to a critical point. It's like a tipping point, and you have to decide exactly which way or direction that you're going to go. And that direction will, or that decision that you make at that point, is basically going to have a domino effect, in the rest of your life, and whether you choose to continue with it. And obviously with the military offering the 20-year retirement, that 8-year mark is very pivotal, because you have to decide, okay, after putting in 8 years, okay, do I go to 10? And then if you're at 10, and you're thinking in your mind, it's like, okay, well, I'm at the halfway mark. If I can stick it out for another 10 years, I get a pension, and I get retirement benefits, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And obviously, the decision I chose was to stick it out and to retire. But to be honest with you, once I had hit the, what was it? I think it might have been the 10-year mark, or either, I don't know if it was 8 or 10, if I can't remember correctly. But I really had a bunch of extensions that pushed me out into the 14 to 15-year mark. And I knew then, it's like, hey, well, you only got, whatever, 6 or 5 more years to go. So now you might as well finish it out. But that's really what happened for me. And what happened is that at the time, the military was offering early retirement. And so you can get out, at 15, or before 20. And the armed forces, they'll do this whenever they have too many people, and they want to downsize, the military. So what they'll do, they can either offer some people that may be at 10 years, they may get a certain type of severance pay. And for those that would be are on their way at, say, maybe the 14 or 15-year mark or higher, and they're on their way to retirement, what they do is they can offer them and the early retirement option, and probably give them something like some form of severance pay, but they just take a 10% pay cut in their lifetime retirement annuity until the military meets their quota or meets their quota, you know. But the reason why I'm saying this, I'm quite sure there are some that probably are at this juncture in their military career, and sometimes I guess the day-to-day routine of the military lifestyle, sometimes it can run kind of dry, or maybe, kind of boring when you're doing the same thing over and over for years, and you may think maybe there's other opportunities on the civilian side, and you're wondering, should I jump and bail, and move into another career, because all of this is based around time. Careers, generally speaking, are based around time, but especially with the military. Now, I understand nowadays on the civilian side, I guess maybe a lot of jobs are not offering retirements and all of this other stuff, so people, change jobs, rather quickly. But the military is still one of the few jobs that does offer a long time career opportunity, and also it does offer a pension, and so it's a how do you get over this hump, or come about making this decision whether or not I should stay? Because once you hit that 10-year mark, that's pretty much the tipping point. Because if you made it through 10, it's like all you have is another 10 just to finish. But what I would say is that maybe finding certain, maybe applying for maybe certain assignments, maybe certain special duties. For some people, maybe it's the option, to travel. So maybe you want to take maybe certain deployments, take advantage of the opportunities that you have in the armed forces. Get as much, take advantage of your educational opportunities. I mean, after 8, to 10 years, you've been in your career field long enough, and so you're used to the military lifestyle and the routine. So that right there is not going to be a problem. Now it's just a matter of making sure you stay focused and finish out strong. But each person has to look at their situation, and obviously that's going to revolve around time and finances. Some people, if they have families, you're looking at maybe stability, and whereas in the armed forces, you may not necessarily become rich, but you do have stability. You get a decent to good paycheck. You have medical and dental benefits, educational benefits, for yourself and your dependents. Then also you have the benefit of travel, getting to see the world at the government's expense. And then even while you are in, you can still, maybe start a business or something, on the side to bring you, maybe some extra money, but everything counts and everything, adds up. So you have to look at how your military career, or how the military can best serve you, because you are serving, Uncle Sam and serving your country. So you might as well get something out of it. And each person has to figure exactly what that is. But maybe if you need a break in the routine, maybe you might want to maybe change locations, or maybe switch career fields. That option, is there. I believe up to a certain time frame, you can switch, career fields or cross train in the military. If you feel that, hey, I'm kind of burnt out, on this particular job, I really like to do something else. Well, okay, maybe you can, cross train, switch to another AFSC, or in the Marines and the Army, they call it MOS, Military Occupational Specialty. In the Navy, it's called, I think it's SKT. On Coast Guard, it's called SKT, but it's all the same thing. It's basically your career field, or your specialty. What type of job you do. And so these are different situations to consider, and obviously, a single person is easier to move about than a military person that has a family, because they have, generally speaking, more responsibility and greater obligations. So they just can't move as easily, because they have other people, that they're locked in with and that are relying on them. But these are some decisions, to make. Do you want to go and stick it out for the 20, and you can look at it long term. If I stick it out for the 20, then I become a vet. I have a pension. I can start a new career. And have basically a perpetuity or some income that's coming in for the rest of my life. That I don't have to work for anymore. So that's one angle to look at it. Then also, as a veteran, once you get out, you can also apply for your VA benefits and see what VA compensation you may qualify, after your career. So there's you got to look at the pros and the cons of it. To everything, there's going to be pros and cons. If you go to the civilian side, there's always going to be pluses and minuses. If you stay in the military, there will be pluses and minuses, as with anything else. But getting over the hump, consider what are your options on the outside. Should you decide to leave the military before 10 years, and what are your options, if you stay in the military? And that's something I can't. I've only put maybe certain suggestions out there, for what's available, but I cannot tell any individual, what to do with their career and what to do with their life. That right there is your decision. But I'm just giving you some food for thought and something to think about, because I know that there's some of you guys that are in the military and you're reaching a critical point. And, hey, do I go, now, or do I stick it out and stay? And if you do 20 years for any institution, you're giving up, that's 20 years of your life that you are giving up. So you want to make your time count, because money we can get back, but time is the one resource that we cannot get back. So we have to use it wisely and decide how and where we're going to invest it. But just something to think about, guys, getting over the hump in the military. Do I stay or do I go, at the 8 to 10 year mark? But that right there is for you to decide, but just some food for thought. And thanks, guys, for listening. And the name of this channel is Eric Broadus YouTube. That's EricBroadus YouTube. And I also have a podcast, Snack Thoughts, SNAKZTHOUGHTS. And my podcast, you can find it on Spotify, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, iTunes, SoundCloud, Radio PBM, and a host of media outlets. And so please smash the bell to become a subscriber to Eric Broadus YouTube, and smash the like button for the video to like it, and smash the unlike button if you don't like it. Either way, leave a comment and dialogue. Love to hear from you. Everyone is entitled to their opinion and their perspective and has a right to be heard. And also join Snack Thoughts and share both. Push them out. The podcast Snack Thoughts and my YouTube channel, Eric Broadus YouTube. Thanks, guys, for listening. Thanks to all my subscribers. And share them, push them out with friends, family, enemies, frenemies, cats, dogs, rats, goats, whatever. Push it out, share it out. Eric Broadus YouTube and Snack Thoughts. But again, getting over the hump in the military, that 8 to 10 year mark. Do I stay to make it a career, or do I exit and move back into civilian life? Peace out, guys. Catch you on the next one. Later.